Hey folks, I'm Karyssa.
And I'm Nikki.
And welcome to New Strangeland.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week here at New Strangeland. We hope you had a riveting week doing whatever you did this past week.
Whatever you did.
Whatever it was that you chose to do. But we hope it was exciting.
So exciting.
So exciting. Did you do anything fun this past week, Karyssa?
No.
No.
No. Did you?
No. No, I don't think I did. I feel like I was like that Captain America scene. No, I don't think I will.
No, I don't think I will.
But yeah, so anyways, what are we talking about this week?
This week, we are talking about Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Ooh, should we say spoiler alerts for anyone that hasn't seen the shows or anything?
No.
No? No. Just listen at your own risk.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll spoil, maybe we won't. Who knows?
I mean, I feel like talking about this is going to definitely be a spoiler if you haven't seen anything, Sabrina. So, spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert! So anyways, take her away.
This guy, his name was Bob Man-tana.
Man-tana. That sounds like a used car salesman. Like, come on down to Bob Montana's. We got the finest used Porsches this side of the Mississippi.
Yes, used Porsches.
I don't know why I said Porsche.
So, I keep wanting to say Man-tana.
Man-tana.
Man-tana. So Bob Montana.
Not Man-tana.
No. He was an American comic strip artist, and he created the original likenesses for characters published by Archie Comics.
Oh.
Yes. He was born in Stockton, California. His parents were in show business, so they traveled often. And so, therefore, he attended 2 New England schools. Haverhill High School in Haverhill, Massachusetts, and then he graduated from Manchester High School Central in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so he was...
I know someone that went to Central.
Who?
Oh, I don't know. Their name begins with a K.
Oh. Could it be me?
Yes, it's definitely you.
Yes, so he attended my high school, but that was I think he was born in 1920, so...
Oh, so you were just a few years apart then?
Yeah, just a few years apart, just a little bit, yeah. So, Archie Comics, so Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, is a comic book series published by Archie Comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's an offshoot of it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's cool. I always think that sometimes offshoots of original things can be better than, what it was derived from.
Yeah.
I can't give you one example off the top of my head at the moment.
You can't?
Nope. But I know that some things I found out, I'm like, oh, this was originally on here? Oh man, that's so cool. Oh.
Yeah, definitely. No, I agree. Um, so yeah, so Sabrina is a comic book series published by Archie Comics, and um, it first appeared in the Archie comics. Um, so I think it was just Sabrina. So she appeared in Archie's comics in an issue in 1962. So the comic Sabrina the Teenage Witch is about the adventures of an American teenager named Sabrina Spellman. Um, so the premise is that she's a half witch. Her mother is an ordinary human or mortal, as
Mortal.
witches and warlocks and whatnot refer to them. Her father is a warlock, and she lives with her two aunts, Hilda and Zelda Spellman, both who are witches, in the fictional town of Greendale, which is located somewhere near Riverdale, which is the home of Archie Andrews, who is the main character, obviously, of the Archie comics.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, also living with them is the family pet Salem Saberhagen. And he happens to be a witch who was turned into a cat as punishment for his world domination attempts.
Oh, fair, I guess, you know.
Yeah,
I
fair.
mean, they didn't burn him at the stake, so that's cool.
Yeah.
They just,
right?
you know.
Well, I don't think witches would burn a witch at the stake.
True. They just Thackeray Binksed him.
Yes, exactly. I've never actually. I mean, I remember like getting Archie comics like in the past, long time ago, but I was never like an avid reader, and I didn't really even realize that Sabrina was a comic until like recent years. I had only seen the original TV show. Well, I don't know if it's actually the original. I think there was a 1970s one.
I think it was a cartoon or something
Yes,
like that.
I think it was a cartoon. But there was the 90s TV show, which is also Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And that was in 1996. So I watched that like all the time.
Oh man, I feel like I didn't watch it that much when it was out, but I would watch a bunch of reruns of it because I want to say that they like played reruns of it on like ABC Family or something like that.
They
like,
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, because I don't remember how old I was. I had to have been, because it was 1996, so I was about like 6 or 7. And then I would, like, every Friday, I would I would go over to my grandparents' house and we would watch it. Like, they would watch it with me. And I'm pretty sure my cousin watched it with us too. But she was really young, so I don't remember how old I was. But I definitely remember, like, we would watch new episodes. So, I don't know. Maybe I started watching it when I was 7. I have no idea.
I'm trying to think of like, well, like, yeah, that's like the first time I ever heard of Sabrina. But as far as the comics go, I never really read any of the comics until recently. What was it? I think it was either last Christmas or the Christmas before. Rich got me the actual like Chilling Tales of Sabrina comic.
Oh, yep.
And I read that. And then, and she's also, like, I never really was into Archie comics, but there's, like, a whole series called Archie Undead or something like that. And it's just basically everyone in Riverdale turns into zombies because Jughead's dog, Hot Dog, I think that's his name.
Yep.
He gets bitten by, like, a rabid animal or something, and then in turn bites Jughead, and then Jughead, starts a zombie apocalypse in Riverdale. But
that sounds cool.
It all starts because like, oh, okay, yes, that's why Sabrina's in Archie Undead, because so Jughead's dog gets bit by like a rabid animal and dies, and Sabrina tries to bring the dog back.
Oh, does she bury him in the, or does she just do a spell?
I think she just does a spell. Like,
okay.
It's been a few years since I read it, but I'm pretty sure she just does a spell, and then like he comes back a zombie dog. So that's why. And then she gets in trouble, and I think she gets like sent to hell for the remainder of the comics. But so
gotcha.
There's that.
That's cool. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it is actually pretty cool. I would like to revisit and finish those comics one day.
Yes. So there is we'll get to that as far as the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which is a Netflix show. But
is it?
It is. It is a Netflix show.
In case you've been living underneath a rock for the past, 3 years,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
But, so the 1996 show stars Melissa Joan Hart as Sabrina Spellman. And on her 16th birthday, she discovers she has magical powers, which is different from the Archie comics because in the comics, Sabrina has known that she has had powers from like an early age.
Okay.
So she lives with her 600-year-old aunts, Hilda and Zelda, and so that's the same. And same with Salem, who is still Salem Saberhagen, and he still was turned into a cat for trying to take over the world. But in this one, they live in the fictional Boston suburb of Westbridge, Massachusetts. Yes.
I'm trying to recall any strong Boston accents in that television show now.
I don't really... I mean, maybe one of the aunts might have had one, but I don't remember too many accents going on in that show.
No.
No.
I would also like to say, I still think of how I originally know Melissa Joan Hart, and that's from Karyssa Explains It All.
Yes.
And how much I loved that show when I was a small child.
That was a good one.
And her brother Ferguson.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my god, did her parents hate her little brother to name him Ferguson?
Right? Like, who thinks of that? Like, Ferguson.
Like, I don't know. Like, and they didn't even have a nickname for him. It was just
Fergie.
He's Fergalicious. But I always thought it was so cool, like her dude friend that would like climb up the ladder to her window, and I'm just like, oh my god, I always wanted, to experience that, but
me too.
I
wasn't cool enough.
No, and I guess like, it kind of looks like someone's burglarizing your house too. So that's probably
and like when growing up, the windows to my room were facing the street, so nobody could like.
So it's not
do
like you
that
could
secretively.
Sneak. It's like the whole neighborhood would know.
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's like you always want like in the movies where like you grow up next to like the boy next door and you talk to him through a window on the phone.
Or you write it's like that Taylor Swift music video when you're just writing notes and holding them up to the window.
Yes, exactly.
Also, did he bring his ladder every time? Or did her parents just accept that there was this ladder underneath her window the whole time?
Right? I don't know. I don't remember that. But I do remember always getting, oh, your name's Karyssa? Like Clarissa? Do you explain it all?
Well, on tonight's episode, you are gonna explain it all.
Wow.
Did I just hear the title of this podcast? Karyssa Explains It All.
I see what you did there.
Yes. Anyways,
as we do get back to this topic that we're talking about.
Eventually.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I watched the show, it was like a lighthearted show, like family series.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy going on. A little bit of drama, but mostly like teenage drama, the regular high school stuff, and the fact that like she's learning her spells and you know some weird stuff happening here and there because of spells gone wrong or what have you, but nothing super super crazy.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever watch the movie that came out before the show?
I when I was researching this, I was like, because I know that in the movie, everybody's different except for like, so Melissa Joan Hart is in the movie,
Yeah.
and then I'm pretty sure one other actor is also like kind of her, and one other actor went over to the TV show. But I don't know if I remember watching it.
I don't remember watching it either. So, yeah, that's something that I would like to go and revisit
Yes.
for sure.
Agreed. Yeah, definitely.
It's
Yeah,
like
'cause I'm like,
it's like I think about it and like I don't know if you ever like got into, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but there's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie like from like 1992 or something. It was like way before the show.
with different people.
Yeah, with different people. It doesn't have Sarah Michelle Gellar in it. And I've been always meaning to go back and check that out, and it just always, slips my mind. I could watch,
Yeah.
14 hours of The Crown instead.
Instead, yes. No, I recently tried to start watching Buffy because I don't know why, but I have never seen it.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm stupid, and I don't know why I never watched it, because it would totally, I mean, it's interesting, like the episodes I've seen, so I don't know, I'm just dumb.
I would say I haven't watched I haven't watched every single episode in order or anything but it was always on before I went to school. I would say from late middle school throughout high school. It would be on at 6 in the morning.
Jeez.
So I would watch that and then flip back and forth between, the music videos, MTV and VH1, because apparently that was a thing that we all did, was watch music videos in the morning, or at least I
Wait.
did.
You watched music videos?
Yeah.
What?
You never watched music videos in the morning?
Not in the morning.
What? Oh my god. That I would
I slept.
oh man, especially if I had a favorite song at the time, I'd be like, how many times could I see the music video for this song before school?
No, I slept until the very last possible minute.
Yes, and then I turned into that kind of monster. But I wasn't always that kind of monster, so
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I am too. I'm like, what happened?
What happened to me?
I don't know.
No.
It's so sad. But do you have any favorite I almost said Buffy, any favorite Sabrina episodes that you can think of, or do they kind of all just blur together?
Yeah, no, they all blur together.
Okay,
I don't
same.
remember.
I can't.
I do remember an episode about flan.
Oh, okay.
Where there was a lot of, is it flan or flan?
Flan.
Flan. Okay, but yeah, I could not tell you exactly what happened in that episode. I just know that there was a lot of flan in that episode. A lot. And I'm pretty sure at the end, or in the middle, at some point, there was a giant one.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember this one. And now I need to go back. Where can we watch Sabrina now?
I don't know. We'll have to look that up.
If we want to go back and watch Sabrina, where the fuck can we find
Where?
this shit?
Where the fuck?
Yo. I want to find this.
I do know where you can find one Sabrina.
One Sabrina.
One.
A singular Brina.
A singular Brina. is on Netflix,
Oh.
and it's the chilling adventures of Sabrina.
Yes. So, yes, and the latest season just came out.
Yes, it did, and I binge watched that, and now I'm sad.
Oh my
'Cause it's the
god.
last one.
I'm so sad. But anyways, let's start at the beginning. So what's Chilling Adventures about?
So, um, so it's based on the Archie comic book with the same name, and it's pretty similar, I think, but it's definitely a lot darker.
Yes, I will agree with that 100%.
Yes. So originally it was like, I've only seen the first season of Riverdale. I haven't watched the second season. Like, I like it, but it's just like one of those things where I just don't gravitate to it, which is weird because like it's good, and it you know reminds me of Sabrina in certain ways, but obviously that's because they're like from the same, whatever you want to call it.
Universe.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, right.
But so Riverdale was originally on TV on the CW, and I'm pretty sure it still is. It's just episodes are available on Netflix. But so Sabrina was supposed to be on the CW, but then intended to be a companion series, so there would probably be like crossovers and whatnot. But then it was moved to Netflix. So yeah, there really hasn't been too many crossovers. But yeah, so this Sabrina is in Greendale, like the comics. It includes a lot of horror and witchcraft. Is it richcraft?
Witchcraft.
So she's also half witch, half mortal. She's known she was a half witch since she was young. She has to fight a bunch of evil forces, which I know that is definitely like Sabrina, and the 1996 Sabrina had to do that too in certain ways. But this one has a lot to do with, a lot of it has like, I would say, what am I trying to say? Like there's a lot of like more dark, evil things, and the witches in the Chilling Adventures, at least in the first few seasons, they worship
Satan?
Yes, thank you.
Satan?
Satan? Yes, sorry. They worship Satan, or Lucifer, or whatever you want to call him. The Dark Daddy,
Dark Daddy.
But yeah, so they worship Satan in the first few seasons, which I guess there was, some issue because they had a Baphomet statue.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, so a lot of, I guess, was it Satanists?
Yes.
That were upset about that.
Because it was, pretty much ripped off from their Baphomet statue. Like, the likeness was too similar or something.
Yes, exactly. So they were really upset. And I don't know if that, spoiler alert, but I don't know if that... Have you seen the fourth... Well, I think in the third season they switched over to...
Hecate?
Hecate.
What the Hecate?
So they switched over to Hecate in the third season. And I don't know if that had to do with it, or... I mean, I know obviously in the show they...
the storyline was...
The storyline played out that way, but I don't know if that had to do with it at all.
I mean, yeah. I could definitely see, how it could have influenced it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But yeah. So this one, I don't think in the '90s show that she went to do two different schools, but in the Chilling Adventures, she attends the Academy of Unseen Arts, which is the witch warlock school, and then her regular Baxter High School.
Baxter High School.
And both of them, and in the '90s and today show are both Sabrinas are in love with Harvey Kinkle.
Which is like literally, I don't know, that name like makes me sound like something stuck in my throat.
Harvey Kinkle.
Like, I'm like, ew.
Ew.
Ow. Ow.
And I do remember the '90s Sabrina. She eventually, I don't think she was with Harvey. I think they broke up. I'm pretty sure, and that's similar to Sabrina, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, because she eventually splits with Harvey and is with some other guy.
Wait, was she just only with Nick Scratch in Chilling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. As she dated, like, I cannot. Have you seen the 4th season or not?
Oh, yeah. I watched
Like,
I finished it before all of you guys.
Oh, well, you didn't tell us.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I was just like, because you guys weren't done. I'm like, I already finished, nerds.
Oh, whatever, nerd. So, yeah. So, she did go on a date with that other dude. Is it Mervin or Melvin?
Oh, yeah. Yes. That
Maybe it's Melvin. I
Yeah.
don't know what Mervin is.
Mervin.
Mervin.
Well, with a track record like dating someone named Harvey Kinkle, I guess Mervin's not that weird. So.
Yeah, right. Oh, and so in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, at least in the show, Salem is her familiar.
Yes.
But in the first episode, is it the first or the second? I don't remember. I think it's the first. Isn't he like a demon or something first?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they explained that's how familiars work. Familiars are demons that inhabit some animal.
Right. But the difference between that and the old Sabrina and the comics is that, like, Salem in the comics and the '90s show, he was a witch turned to a cat.
Yeah.
Not her familiar.
So do you think then, because, like, I don't really remember an Ambrose
I don't think there was an Ambrose.
So do you think that Ambrose's character in Chilling Adventures was kind of to make up for, like, the lack of, talking Salem?
Probably, which is kind of, I still kind of think it was a disappointment, because I loved Salem in the '90s show.
Yeah.
Like, he was like the comic relief, and just always was up to something. And not that Ambrose wasn't. Most of the time it was just Sabrina that was up to something in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Ambrose definitely, like, had his comic relief points, but I feel like it would have been nicer to see more of a interaction, at least with Salem the cat, because I felt like he was kind of nowhere.
Yeah. No, yeah, like, because they only did a couple cool scenes with him.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the one when they're in the corn maze or the hay maze or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she gets stuck in that, like, whatever, that little, not like pit. I almost said closet. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like when the mean girls, like Prudence and all of them, like they like, in Dorcas.
Dorcas.
Speaking of stupid names.
Oh my God, I know.
I'm sorry. sorry. Every time they say Dorcas's name, I'm like, like,
Right? Like, who? Why? No.
like, out of all the cool, like, witchy names you could have picked, you fucking picked Dorcas?
Right?
Seriously?
I know.
But, like, yeah, so it's the episode where they, like, lock her in that, like, little dungeony place, and, like,
Yep.
yeah, but Salem comes to help her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
No.
I think there's only there's a couple other, like, little parts that
Yeah.
he does shit like
Like,
that, but
yeah, like there's a few where he comes kind of like saving her, doing something, but it's still like I'm like you could have implemented him in a lot more ways.
oh, absolutely.
So that was a little bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I really did like the show, and I'm kind of also disappointed that it's the last season.
Oh, yeah. So part of me thinks that, I mean, like, maybe this is probably just incredible wishful thinking on my point, but maybe they, like, canceled Riverdale and then canceled Sabrina because really they're just gonna mash the shows together.
Maybe. Did they cancel Riverdale too?
I'm pretty sure they canceled Riverdale.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and it sucks too because, like, I mean, the last, episode or two of Sabrina sucked.
No, I know. They did.
Spoiler alert, it sucked. And it obviously, due to COVID and stuff, like, they were super limited in what they could do, I guess, at the end there. So that's why it was, like, really, like, slapped together.
Yeah, I mean, like, the first few episodes, I mean, like, I liked the way that they were going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, like, I love, like, H.P. Lovecraft and shit, so, like, the whole, like, Eldritch Horrors and how, like, Faustus, he, like, basically just looked like H.P. Lovecraft. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, and, Mrs. Wardlow, whatever.
Wardwell.
Yeah. That's the name. Everyone has weird ass names in this show. I don't like it, but no, like her being like a devout follower too.
Yes.
I was like, oh, what a twist! Like
what a twist.
And yeah, and I loved like the other Sabrina just like yucking it up as the queen of hell. Like
Right?
That was dope.
I know. I was actually kind of bummed that, like, what's his name, Caliban, wanted to, like, pull her from the throne.
Oh, yeah.
Because she seemed so happy to be with him, and he just kind of seemed like he didn't really care.
I know.
I was bummed. And I kind of was a little bit bummed that, like, we're not going to get to see, their relationship. We weren't able to see their relationship in hell at all, really.
Yeah. And okay, also her dad, Lucifer, was so goddamn sassy this past season.
Yes,
like,
he was.
He's never been this sassy.
Right?
And I was just like, oh, hot damn. Like, he was one of my favorite characters this past season. I was just
like the Battle of the Bands episode was...
oh, yeah.
that was a good episode. He was super
good.
sassy in that one.
Oh, my God. I loved it. That was... yeah, I don't know. It was like... It started off so strong, and it went so strong for so long, and it just unfortunately did not end very strong just due to restrictions and, pandemic land that we are in now, so.
Right? I don't know, and I'm, like, part of me is, like, also wishful thinking, like, that maybe, I'm like, okay, so Nick and her are obviously now dead, but they're in this place, and there's nobody else.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's weird. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless it's like where witches go, but they're both only just there. So I'm like,
but I thought
can
witches...
that be expanded on? Like...
Yeah, like, because, like, I kind of assumed that witches would go to hell.
Yeah.
But... I mean, I guess not, because they were praying to Hecate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know where Hecate's land is. Hecate land. What? You know.
Please go to Hecate Land.
Ah, yes. Come one, come all.
Maybe they are.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, I hope that they like, maybe like in a year or something, just do like one, like kind of like wraparound episode just to like end things nicer.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be that would be kind of cool if they did like how they did that Christmas episode.
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And then I could, have some closure.
I know. I think we all need closure.
So, and yeah, I love that that actress, and I can never remember her name. I just call her Sally Draper because I watched Mad Men.
Oh, Kiernan Shipka?
Yes, Sally Draper. And it's so crazy because like I binged Mad Men probably like 5-ish years ago, 6-ish years ago. It was like right when the last season of Mad Men was supposed to come out. So I literally feel like I've watched her grow up because like when the show starts, she's like, I think she's like 7, like 6 or 7. So it's so weird. I'm like, what the heck? And also, she was in a Lifetime original, of course I would know this,
Of course you would.
of Flowers in the Attic.
Oh, really?
Yes. She was in it, and I'm trying to remember. Heather Graham played the mom. So
Interesting.
yeah, it was actually a really good Flowers in the Attic version.
Huh.
So I
Lifetime.
suggest to check it out.
Check it out, why don't you?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it looks like it came out like right before Sabrina started.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but oh man, yeah. But I'm just bummed that it's over because
Me too.
I feel like, what, 4 seasons? That's not enough.
I know. It makes me wonder, like even, I don't know, like Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
If this is gonna be the last season of that, because this is the 4th season, I'm pretty sure.
Shit, is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm like, what's up with all these short ass show season?
But
numbers?
also, I feel like Stranger Things has a big lag between seasons.
Yeah.
Like they're like on like an 18-month or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Because like I feel like the first one came out in the summer, the second one came out in the fall, and then the third one came out like in the summer, but like not the next summer, the summer after,
Right.
So it was just, I don't know. It was a long ass time in between them, and I was
Long ass time.
I'm like, I don't like this shit. I
know. Now everybody's gonna be so much older.
I know. They're gonna be like 40.
40.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they just like General Hospital that shit? Like they're still doing it 30 years from now.
Right?
Will's still stuck.
Oh my gosh.
He just keeps getting stuck in there.
It's so crazy. I mean, go like General Hospital. It's insane. I'm like, okay.
Oh my
so
god, no, I agree.
I don't understand. Like all these shows, they come and go, and this one has been there for so long.
Oh my god, yeah.
I remember, my mom telling me about like, what is it, Luke and Laura's wedding, and everybody had to like get together and watch the episode, and
yeah,
that was like years ago,
in like 1979 or something like that.
Something like that, literally.
And people still talk about Luke and Laura's wedding.
Right.
It didn't they like reprise their roles as Luke and Laura? Like,
oh yeah. I don't know about Luke. I mean, he definitely was on the show in recent years, but Laura's still on there because my mom still watches it, so I catch episodes every now and then. And it's weird too, like sometimes what they add in there, like they added like a vampire in there.
Oh.
Yeah, like they've definitely had some interesting plot twists, and I'm like, okay, so why can't we have like a cool show that runs for like 30 years, and they just kind of like keep adding like different things to it like that? Like that'd
Right?
be really cool.
Like it could be like based on real life, but then you're just like, and then we're just gonna add, some dumbass shit for a season.
Here we're gonna add some zombies, and then
Yeah.
we're like, here we're gonna add some witches, and I don't know.
Well,
There's gonna be a plague.
okay, so, about the, going back to General Hospital Vampire.
Okay.
So, I think this was probably circa like 2001, 2002. I remember this summer. This is the only time I've ever watched like soap operas. This summer I watched this soap opera religiously. It was supposed to be a spin-off off of one of the bigger ones. Maybe General Hospital, maybe All My Children. It was like Port something.
Oh yeah, so that was General Hospital.
Okay, but it was all about like centered around this one vampire.
Yeah.
His name was like Caleb or something, and he was dark and mysterious.
Dark and mysterious.
But it was great. I loved it. And I
Well,
remember me and my like best friend would be like cuz it'd be on at 12:30, like noon 30, and like we would call each other right at 1 o'clock, and we'd be like, "Oh my god, did you watch Port blah blah blah?" Like,
was it Port Charles?
I think it was Port Charles.
I think that's what it's called in the show.
My brain just wants to go Port Angeles because
I know,
like,
right?
Twilight.
Right, I know, me too. I'm like, is that Port Angeles?
Oh. Edvard. I feel like Sabrina had lack of vampire. We need another season so we could have a vampire season.
Did they have vampires in Sabrina?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
Well, they could.
I mean, they probably could, yeah.
She could be in love with a sexy vampire man.
She could be in love with a sexy vampire.
And then it would make Nick Scratch real jealous.
Yeah, true.
Yo, let's start writing for Sabrina. We got this shit.
We got it. Let's do it.
And then there's gonna be a werewolf named Jacob. Hasn't this already been done? No.
No, not at all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is Sabrina.
This is Sabrina the Teenage Witch Chilling Adventures Vampire.
So, why is Edward the vampire?
Oh, I didn't say Edward was the vampire. But there's...
I didn't mean to say it that way. I meant to say, so why is the vampire named Edward? Not that you named him Edward, but...
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because you named the werewolf Jacob.
Well, yeah, because we need an old-timey name that's not fucking Dorcas.
Dorcas.
Or Mervyn.
Like, I have the... speaking of Twilight, because Twilight. I have the fucking... I keep saying this, like, out loud and in my head. I'm like, we do not care, Carlisle. I don't know why it's in my head, but it just keeps coming out. And I, like, will be doing something. And I'm like, we do not care, Carlisle.
Thank you. I'm gonna be just doing that in my head now.
I know.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yep.
Oh my god. But by that I mean I really love it so much. So much.
Oh my god. The amount of stupid things I've had in my head recently is just like, I keep singing that song. The one I sent you by the guy who did like the drama thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, good evening. Is this available? Yes, it is. No, No more contacting, please.
We'll
We
call-
are sleeping.
We'll call Attorney
Appreciate
General.
Oh my god. Yeah. And then at the end he just goes, thanks.
6.
Oh, I constantly, like, I keep singing that one, and then the other one that's like, Caroline, get my name out of your thin mouth. What did Caroline do, Helen? She stole my broccoli. Casserole recipe. 8 years ago. And claimed it was hers. I literally know this, like, word for word because of how often I literally watched that video.
I love it so much.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh man, we should definitely link those TikToks in case anyone hasn't watched the.
Oh my god, okay.
You're like, yes, I'm already there.
On this episode, Karyssa explains who stole the broccoli.
Oh my god. But anyways, so going back to Sabrina, I have another idea of something cool that they could do.
Okay.
So I think that what if Salem and what was his name, Vinegar Tom?
Oh, Vinegar Tom.
I love Vinegar Tom. Can we
Oh my
talk about my
God.
other favorite character for the 4th season?
Right? And he wasn't in it enough either.
No. So I need more Salem and Vinegar Tom, and then like, what if they got turned into people, and then they
like a spin-off?
yeah, but like, or like even just for like an episode or something, and they're just like
Yes.
really like awkward people because they're, you know, demons and they don't know
Yes.
how to do shit.
They don't know how to people.
Yeah, and I don't know. I would watch that. That would be a great
The
episode.
chilling adventures of Salem and Vinegar Tom.
Oh my god. No, when Rich and I watched that, I'm like, if we don't get a basset hound named Vinegar Tom
Oh
at
my
some
God.
point in my life, I'm going to be upset.
Dude, that would be perfect.
Oh my
Do you know the amount of people who are probably thinking that right now?
Oh my god. Well, you know what? No.
You thought it first. It's
Yes,
okay.
I thought it like while I was watching the episode before the episode even started. I was like, Vinegar Tom would be such a great name for a basset hound, and then it happened in the episode, and I was like, yeah, I told ya.
Yep, yeah, told you.
Yep, got it.
Perfect.
Perf. Oh my god. So, yeah, okay. You and I, we both have to go back and watch the original Sabrina movie for sure.
Yep.
And I want to finish the Archie Undead comics. And I can let you borrow the first one if you'd like.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Or Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I can let you borrow that.
Okay.
And you can read the comic.
I could read it, yeah.
Yeah, I can read it.
I could read it, yeah.
But I think, I noticed that our library has more Archie Undead because I was perusing what I could get for my Kindle. And
I was like, you went to the library?
no, it's closed. But no, I just
Closed.
I love reading comics on my Kindle instead of real life. I don't know why. It's like usually like I don't care one way or the other. To me it's all the same.
Yeah.
But reading a comic on a Kindle is so, or like just like any like tablet or whatever, is so much better for me because every time like I open a comic, I'm like, look at all these panels, and I end up reading half the shit out of order.
Oh my gosh, me too. And then like I feel like my hands get like the pages all super sweaty.
Oh
and,
yes,
like...
because it's that nice glossy paper, and then
Yeah.
for some reason my hands are extra sweaty.
Only extra sweaty when we're reading comics.
Exactly. So So, but when I read it on like any device, like you just do this thing where you double tap on like the first panel and you just hit like the next page button or the swipe button is going to be the next panel.
Oh,
So
that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So it just like makes everything big for you. And like you can like appreciate like it's better too because I feel like you can like appreciate all the artwork in every panel and stuff too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Instead of just like, because like that's the other thing, like if I don't read shit out of order, I feel like I'm like speed reading through all the panels and like not even looking at the pictures. I don't know, I'm a terrible like comic reader. So that's the conclusion I've come to. But
no, I mean it works, it's fine.
Yeah, so I don't know, but reading it digitally for me, that's the stuff. That's the way to go. That's how I like.
That's the good stuff.
It's the good stuff. So if anyone else has that problem, try it digitally. Thank me later. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So
yeah, I think that's all we've got for today's episode.
Okay.
Sometimes I really wonder what people think when they listen to these, especially after we've discussed our topic and then gone off on so many different tangents, then come back to our topic and then go off again.
Yeah, like when, our episode is like an hour long, but we finished discussing our topic 15 minutes in, and then you're like, what the fuck are they gonna do for the rest of this 45 minutes now?
Right? And then we just come up with anything, and it's
just like we just throw it and see what sticks. We're like, this is good.
This is good, and it, maybe it makes it super interesting, or maybe we're just, I don't know.
I love it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We know what we're doing. If you've made it this far listening to us, like, my hat's off to you.
Kudos to you.
Oh my God. We need
give yourself a pat on the back.
We need to start coming out with like stickers or something.
Stickers?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to send stickers to our top listeners.
Okay. How do we find that out? I guess we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, that's cool. We could do that.
Just take some Elmer's glue on like a piece of paper.
Stick this to yourself.
Stick this somewhere. Enjoy.
We could definitely make stickers.
We could. If you guys want stickers, let us know. We'll make stickers.
We'll make stickers.
With our own hands.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. I don't know the science behind it, but you know what?
The science?
The science is stickers. But they'll be cool.
And so cool. Probably have a lobster on it.
It will. I'll have a lobster on it. Oh, yes. There is such a gross face I just did to accompany that noise that just came out of my mouth, by the way. It was...
Oh, I bet.
Oh, it was beautiful. I know this is actually our first time recording separately.
Yes, yeah. So also that's, if you're wondering if it sounds a little bit different, which it probably will, that's why.
Yeah.
We're not in the same house right now.
No, and it's really just because I had a big day, and then and I was just like, can I just record from my house? Because I didn't want to hop into my cold car, because I'm a little bitch.
I'm a little bitch.
I'm a little bitch. The end.
I don't know why I wanted to sing I'm a little teapot, but didn't we already do that in another episode?
I don't know. We can do it again, though.
I'm a little bitch.
Hear me whine.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. So anyways, Thank you for listening to another episode of New Strangeland.
Thanks.
We hope that you find us on the interwebs. You can email us with any questions, comments, concerns at newstrangelandpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on the Instagram at New Strangeland Podcast and slip and slide in those DMs, Berber. And you can also find us sometimes posting on Twitter at New Strangeland. No podcast there. Just New Strangeland.
Just New Strangeland.
So, and you can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. I don't know. Everything, sure.
Everything.
I don't know. I haven't come across like a really obscure thing that someone's like, I only listen to podcasts through pppoopoo.com. And I'm like, well, I'm not on there. Sorry.
Well, you're out of luck.
But so we hope you have a strange week, and
yes.
Thanks for visiting.
Thanks for visiting us.
New
Strangeland.
Strangeland.